What is up, all of my beautiful dudes and dudettes? Let's just hop right into why you clicked on this video. Why did I choose to play Evilswarms at a regionals in the year of our Lord 2022? I'm gonna be honest, it's because I thought it was a genius. Like, let's think about what the meta is right now. Branded Despia is everywhere. Based Pile has been running around. Sword Soul is making its way back. As for the adventure package, Griffin Rider is a level 7. And up until recently, we had DPE running around. So when I thought about it, what's a good deck that just shuts this all down? What about a card like Evilswarm Ophion? Stops the special summoning of level 5 or higher monsters. That's a lot of the meta right now. And with that in mind, all I had to think of, okay, what are the decks that don't do that? Flunderies, Prank Kids, and Tri-Brigade variants. So what shuts those down? I'll just start running like Artifact Lancey in the side with Dimension Shifter in the main and swap those out. I'll also main deck a Zombie World, and then there can only be one in summon limit. I'll shift those out as well. And so that's what I took to my regionals. For a few weeks leading up to regionals, I had been playtesting against Sword Soul and branded decks and other decks of the like so that I could fully gauge how well my deck was actually going to do. And it did really, really well. But there was one thing I had not factored into planning this all out, and that was the rogue matchup. See, a regionals, even though it's quite competitive, is not nearly as competitive as a high tier event like a YCS. And so after 6 rounds of only playing 2 branded variants and 4 rogue decks, I had to drop from the tournament because I had an X4 record. So anyway, let's just hop right into the deck list. So to start off, we played the basic Evilswarm monster package, 3 caster, 3 Kirkion, 3 Heliotrope, and I also chose to go with 1 Mandragora. Mandragora is basically because, you know, Mandragora is an extra body, so of all the other Evilswarms, Mandragora was probably the best. Heliotrope's the rescue rabbit, an unexpected die target. Kirkion, except turn 1, is basically always live, and then Caster is your go-to guy. Caster's effect on summon is a condition, so it's not really an effect. If he is normal summoned, that turn you gain an additional normal summon of an Evilswarm. Kirkion, banish an Evilswarm from your grave to add 1 to hand, and you gain an additional normal summon. There's no cost for that. The banishing is part of the effect. I had to, a lot of people... It is part of the effect, so you can still Ghost Bell it. And Heliotrope is Heliotrope, he's big and beefy. Mandragora, your opponent just needs more monsters than you, so if you lose a die roll and you're going second, you've got a Mandragora in hand, then you're going to be pretty okay. For the searchables, we ran 2 Pandemic and 1 Infection. Going forward, I actually think I'm going to be bumping Pandemic up to 3, just specifically because of Dracoback, because Pandemic prevents the Dracoback pop, but if only running 2 Pandemic, you lose the grind game once Dracoback hits the field. Infection's pretty good because you're able to chain to anything that your opponent targets with to be able to save your monsters. But going forward, I'm not even sure if I'm going to be running it. Looking back, I don't think I won or gained significant advantage in a single game because I was running Infestation Infection. This is going to sound really dumb because this is a deck from 2013, but Infection just feels too slow for the way that the current meta is going, where by losing a monster to get another one from deck, you're not building up nearly as much advantage as you would have 10 years ago. For the consistency builders, we've got triple Rescue Rabbit, triple Unexpected Die, 1 Reinforcement of the Army, and 2 Pot of Prosperities. If I had a 3rd Pot of Prosperity, I would run it. Rescue Rabbit, if you see it in your opening hand, you know that you're going to be able to get Ophion on board. Same with Unexpected Die and Reinforcement of the Army. There were quite a few times, actually, that I just opened up with an Unexpected Die and a Reinforcement of the Army. At worst, they're hand trap baits, and then at best, they help you get to your combo. Weirdly enough, Going forward, I think if I were to get another Pot of Prosperity or even Pot of Extravagance, I might even cut down Rescue Rabbit to 1. There were quite a few times where I'd open up a Rescue Rabbit with a Heliotrope, and that just sucks, if I'm being completely honest. But the weird thing is that, you know, it's 2022, and I can't really exactly figure out the ratio, because Evilswarm is a grind game. You want to be able to just wear your opponent down, and having 3 Rescue Rabbit with 3 Unexpected Die and 3 Heliotrope, yes, you're able to get to your Evilswarm Ophion as fast as possible, but the thing is that, like, that's a combo play mentality, not so much as a grind game mentality or a control deck. So it's this weird dichotomy that I need to work with to be able to get Ophion on the board as fast as possible, but not have to worry about dead draws like dead Rescue Rabbits, dead Unexpected Dies, because I've got 2 Evilswarm Heliotropes in the grave already. This kind of gets into the Floodgate portion. I ran 2 Zombie World, a Mystic Mine, and then a Terraforming to search for them. Going forward, I think I'm going to be getting rid of the Mystic Mine and bumping Zombie World up to 3. Mystic Mine never helped me win a game. More often than not, it was a dead draw. I always went for Zombie World over Mystic Mine. For the hand traps, 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Imperm, 3 D-Shifter, Called by the Grave, and then not really much of a hand trap, but a blowout card. I main decked 2 Evenly Matched. Evenly Matched in the main for losing the die roll helped so often. I wish I had room for more hand traps, but while playtesting I noticed that just more hand traps made my opening hands way more cloggy, where I could stop my opponents from doing things, but I would have no plays on my own, just because of how small the Evilswarm engine is in and of itself, and how reliant it is on having other cards working with it in tandem in your hand. And other traps, I ran triple Summon Limit, triple Solemn Judgment. Solemn Judgment was definitely the MVP of the day. Summon Limit, I will be switching out for There Can Only Be One. I noticed if people were able to get rid of my Ophion, then Summon Limit would become much more of a hindrance to me, because Ophion is going to be your 3rd summon. And so just being stuck with 2 summons really screwed me over. I think Summon Limit should be more of a side card than a main deck card, whereas There Can Only Be One should be more of the main deck card going forward. Onto the extra deck for the Evilswarms. Triple Ophion, 1 Bahamut, and 1 Exciton Knight. Evilswarm Bahamut being a change of heart, essentially, while still being allowed to attack, is absolutely amazing. I was able to use this for game in round 2 of the regionals, and that definitely caught my opponent off guard. Evilswarm Exciton Knight is, you know, it's the rank 4 Zeus. I was able to use him for a game win, just because my opponent didn't play around it, because didn't expect it at all. And what's cool, since Evilswarm Exciton Knight is an Illswarm, it also receives the protection of Infestation Pandemic. Steel Swarm Origin, it's an Illswarm name. It's a Link 2. It offers protection. I didn't really get to use it as well as I thought I would be able to throughout the day. For generic rank 4s, Abyss Dweller, I just feel like it's a good underrated card this format. And Plan B, and then another generic Ixies, definitely Zeus. Link Spider, because you run a normal monster and Heliotrope. IP Masquerena, because it's a good Link too. Draco Masters of the Tenyi, you can blow up cards on your opponent's side of the field equal to the amount of normal monsters in your grave. Heliotrope, you're usually going to have 2 at minimum. And then Access Code Talker and Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. Alright, for the side deck, I ran triple Artifact Lancia, and also triple There Can Only Be One. For certain matchups, these would switch out with the Summon Limit and Dimension Shifter, specifically for the Flunderies matchup, because, you know, you can stop all the winged beasts and then they can't banish. Triple Lightning Storm, just because it's a powerful card and people don't expect it. Well, the thing is that, like, people will still leave their monsters in attack position, and so you just blow them up. Then I ran triple Crossout Designator with The 3 cards that can stop Ophion, really. Ghost Over, Veiler, and Droplets. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys learned something from it. And I hope that it's turning gears in your mind as this being a potential pick for the metagame. If people can think of ways to make this better, make this more streamlined, being able to make it more consistent, please let me know. And I might even take it to YCS Hartford. I'm thinking about it. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I really want to get to 1,000 subscribers by this August. We're at 720 right now as of recording this. I'm just having a good time, guys. I played Evilswarms and I loved it. I'm thinking of other funky deck ideas to bring to you guys. Still, I'm not 100% certain what I want to play at Hartford, but I am leaning towards this. If you think I should play Evilswarms, let's get this to 50 likes. I'll catch you guys around. See ya.